England, the United Kingdom, stands this chilling building with many secrets, tales of hauntings and demonic entities. Tonight I am locked down and alone as I investigate the ancient Ramin. Tonight, UK Paranormal Search are back at the ancient Ramin to continue our project at this fantastic historical building. We're in Gloucester at the oldest building in Wootton-under-Edge. Built in 1145, this inn is said to be the most hauntedest house in the UK. This is my fourth visit here as I continue on with my project here. Tonight I'll be investigating this place alone again in total darkness, so come with me as we enter the ancient Ramin. The ancient Ramin was used as a keeping house to house the slaves and workers for the construction of St Mary's Church. After they left, it became the home to a priest. Said to be built on a pagan burial site, this inn has had many uses throughout the years, from a public house and also a family home to its last owner, who was the late John Humphreys, who bought the property in 1968 to save it from demolition, and John has given his account to many paranormal events that have happened within these walls. John used it as a bed and breakfast, but guests refused to stay here, even to the extreme of jumping out of the windows to escape. John refused to leave, and this was his family home until his passing in 2017. Devil worship has gone on in this building. Ritual sacrifices, they say, have gone on in here. The list is endless, and the history to this place is phenomenal. This is the attic area. It is said that the innkeeper's daughter was murdered here by hanging. Some say she took her own life. Furniture has been heard moving in this room from below in the dead of night. Caroline, now the owner, who has encountered a small boy in here and is seen as a dark shape that runs across the wall. Is that what me and John encountered on the landing that was filmed on our third visit? This is the bishop's room and is said to be the most hauntedest house in the inn. They say there are up to 9 spirits that reside in this room. A dark monk, a bishop and nuns have been seen and felt here. There is also a story of 2 plumbers that was working in this room, and they witnessed a Roman on horseback that just disappeared through the wall. People claim to have been thrown against the wall in this room by unseen hands. This is also a room where they say devil worship once took place. This is the Mayflower Barn, and according to English heritage, it's the most historic part of the Ramin, and was probably used as a Saxon prayer house at some time or another. The barn is apparently haunted by Edward, who hates men and wanders around the inn, especially in the bishop's room. They say Edward had a brother named Michael, and Edward stops him from going to the light. The barn is said to be the most dangerous part of the inn. Lots of reports of spiritual attacks are said to take place in this area. There are shadow figures been seen, an apparition of a body hanging from the rafters. This is the landing area, and after looking through various videos, nothing is really mentioned about this area, but for me it's given me the creeps. Even from my first video I did alone here, when I asked out for children, I heard a heavy thud from downstairs. Also, this is the area where me and John witnessed a dark shadow go across this wall. Tonight, John, from a personal point of view from when we were here last time, I think we've had, even though there's been nothing significant, I know, but at least we've had tonight a few maybes.
Yeah.
There's been quite a few noises that because last time we came, to be honest, mate, we didn't get anything, did we?
No,
We got nothing. We didn't get any possibles saying maybe, you know, what was this? And tonight we've had a few.
There's a few things that we can't explain.
Started earlier when we went in the bar area. At the beginning, held the investigation straight away. Went a bit flat, then we came up into this landing area and heard a few noises.
Did you see that?
What was that, John? We both turned our heads at the same time and said, "Did you see that?" Okay, we're in the I come down to this is the Mayflower barn area now. This is supposed to be the most evilest part of the inn, the most hauntedest part of the inn, and the oldest part of the inn as well. It's funny, I've just been outside for a vape after we did the video on the landing, and I went out to my car, and again, and I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I could have sworn, again, in the landing area where we've just been, I saw a black figure walk past. It just looked like it's probably been my eyes, I know, or something else. But that's twice now where I thought I saw something from outside walk past the landing area. So, don't know. So, we're in the barn area now, so this is where I was shooting the video before, and when the lights were on, there was a massive crack from inside the middle of the barn, a really loud noise, don't know what it was. So let's see if we get anything in here. Edward, it's the spirit of Edward, who haunts this inn, who hates men. Are you here tonight? Is Michael with you, your brother? Apparently he's stopping from going to the light. Come on, Edward, if you don't want me here, move something in that barn. Move an object. I'm going to go in the barn now. Be careful. Because there's a step somewhere. I don't know where. Shit. That's my head. Just touch something there. I think it was. Let me just check. It's me. It's just the ceiling. God, it's dark in here. It's so dark. There's chairs hanging from the rafters, and this is where somebody apparently has seen a hanging body hanging from these rafters, and the acoustics of my voice is changing now in here. As soon as I walk through that door, it sounds different. It's funny because when I came into the inn tonight and I entered it, this felt more eerie than it has done at other times, and that was with the lights on, so it's weird. Don't know why, but this bit felt here tonight a little bit weird. Just had that feeling. Edward, come forward. Come forward. Come forward. Come forward. Have you just sat down on that bench? There's a funny smell of must all of a sudden. Shit, that's the church bells just made me jump again. So it's 1 o'clock now in the morning. You just made that noise, Edward. Was that you? Can you make that noise again? Just sounded like somebody had sat on that chair or that bench there. Let's watch me head. It's that dark, I just can't see where I'm putting me hand. This part they say as well was the Saxon prayer house. So is there any man of the cloth here with us? Any religious person, can you make yourself be known? You make a sound? Can you move something? Apparently Edward's seen as a big black dark figure. This is where he resides, but he apparently walks around the inn. Edward, if you're not here, is Michael here? Michael? That's the stairs going up towards the landing. If you were above us, can you make a sound? Any sound at all? If that's you making that noise, do it louder. Show yourself. Hello? It's weird because I've been down, obviously, because I've been here on other occasions, I've done this part before. It's never really bothered me. Now tonight, I feel that this area is more active, or could be more active than maybe upstairs where the landing was. It's just what I feel. You know, as I say, I'm in no way psychic at all. But I feel if anything's going to happen, it would happen in this part of the inn tonight. Don't know why. It's just a hunch. Yeah, just take my eye off the camera. You look in there, it's just a black hole. That's all I can see. Until I put my eye in the camera. I keep hearing movement in that room. But it's been a quiet night tonight. It's a bit like the first time I came alone here. That's the only time it was really active, or felt really active, was the third time we came, which was the last time we came. The owners of this place, when it was a pub, I believe, was Whitbreads. They were the last people to actually own this inn when it was a pub. So yeah, and then John bought it because they were actually going to demolish this building to widen the road outside. So John saved it. I think he bought it in 1968. And he saved it from demolition. Which, if it had been demolished, how sad would that have been? There's the crow. That's stood there, and it always seems to hang looking out of that window. And apparently that's the oldest timber framed window in the UK as well, apparently. But the crow always seems to stare out of that window. But I think it was the second time we came with John, and it was funny because every time we stood where I am now, the crow span round to face us. Now it is only on a piece of thin string, but yeah, every time we came, the crow spun round to face me and John. So if the crow can move, can somebody move the crow? Can you spin the crow on the ceiling? Can you spin it round and look towards me? Make that bird look towards me. Come on. Spin it. Spin the bird so his face is in mine. It's not moved at all tonight, that crow. Something touched my fingers. That's the same feeling I had on the landing before. That crow there is right. That's where the grave was dug up, with the bones found in it. But there again, they were saying they were children's bones that were found. But according to Caroline, she sent the bones off to Bristol University to be actually analysed. And apparently the bones were that old that they couldn't say if they were animal or human. But what there was in there was definitely 2 broken daggers they found, which relates to probably some kind of rituals that had gone on in here. But unfortunately Bristol University have lost the bones as well apparently, so which I thought was a bit strange. That's the grave, and I say people have put flowers on it and little notes on it. Well, I think John had his bed over there as well, before it was actually dug up, before he knew it was there. Weird place, very, very strange place. I'm not sure if I don't want to be careful where I'm standing because I don't want to walk on the grave. There's supposed to be also a body, a young girl's body that was buried under the floor. I'm not sure if it was around that area, I don't really know, but it was in this part of the inn. Is that over there? Come on, make a note on the piano. Are you in the barn? Just be the natural sound of the inn. It's wood, it's old. Until you get some like intelligent responses out of it, it could just be the age of the building and the wood. But it's funny, I don't get spooked, but like I'm in here now, I've made myself aware where the door is, just in case. Which is not like me. I've got my torch in my pocket, which I don't even always carry around me, but I have here tonight, just in case. That I have to get out in a hurry. I imagine it's gone 2 AM now. It's been quiet up to now really, apart from the few noises I've heard and the few noises I've heard in the Mayfellow barn, but as I say, it could just be natural sounds of the building. I don't know. But there's still that anticipation that someone's going to come towards you or walk towards you, or a door's going to slam, or you're going to hear a massive big thud from upstairs. It's like you can't settle, you're always on edge here. Amazing building, fantastic. I love this place, love it. So he's still not moved. Mr. Crowman there. Okay, if there's any spirits with us, please move that crow. Make that crow spin round. Come on, just for me, I'm going soon. Make the crow spin. It's not moving at all, is it? That's why I thought it was weird that night when me and John was here and it kept moving. But there again, maybe it was just a windy night outside and it was a bit more drafty that night, maybe, I don't know. It's weird really, because I don't really, even now, I'm not 100% believe in the paranormal, as you know. There's no way I could sleep in this building, there's no way I could actually live here. I just wouldn't sleep, basically. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't think many people would, to be honest. You know, you think about going upstairs now to the attic and going to bed up there. Nah, definitely not. Feels eerie, but nothing seems to be happening, so we might do that and we'll go. That was a noise in there. That's towards the Mayflower barn. But again, it could just be the building. Is that you? Walk towards me if it is. Just getting a little bit frustrated now. I'm wanting something to happen for you guys. But you know, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'll never bullshit you, you know that. But I just wish I could get something for you to bring home with me. But no, there's nothing happening. Nothing happening at all. So that brings the investigation to an end here tonight at the Ancient. I mean, unfortunately, not a lot has happened tonight. It's been like the first time I came here and the second time. It wasn't like the third time where I don't know, that night we had all sorts going on, from lots of audible noises to the black shadow being seen on the landing area, and those videos are available on YouTube. But again, tonight has been quiet. There's been a few cracks and creaks, there's been a few knocks. You know, was that paranormal, or was it just the building being an old building and also a wooden building as well? So thanks for watching, and we'll be back in a few weeks time where we go over to, I think it's Nottingham, where we investigate Strelly Old Hall. Also, please subscribe to the channel. We'll always bring you the truth of what happens with no drama. So please subscribe to the channel as well. Hit the notification bell. You don't miss any single episodes. We've got lots of stuff coming up this year and also next year as well. So thanks for watching. Sorry not a lot has happened, but that's investigating. See you soon. Bye for now.